Njonjo ibuyisela lapha ibivela khona lapho. Eyicenga lapho ngoku. Oh, wasebenza wayithatha lapho umufuke. Dion Hoto. Dibano Sipho Mbule. Phisa ngayo lapho uSipho Mbule. Abefuna Othabiso Libitso. Phume ngaphandle lebhola. Qeqesho Marumo Gallants. Ebheka uyacinga. Engqondi. Khona indoda eGallants ehleli phansi. Sompempe uyambuza ba Mpho oChabatsane ngabe usafuna na uqhubeka nomdlalo. Uveka buhlungu Mpho. Wasibamba isihlunu. Engabhlungu kuba izaba ihami na kuye le. Kuba seyikhona ku-Orlando Pirates. Ekandaba. Mpho bambeke stretching. Qala umqeqeshi weMarumo Gallants obuza kwabamncedisayo uba sithini xa kunje. Awubuza uba sithini xa kunje. Umdlalo wona uyaqhubeka. Dion Hoto pasi ibhola enhle. Sipariswa la bola. Phansi wenze enye impazamo akakwazi ibamba la bola. Washington Arubi. Sebenzisa ingqondo iMarumo Gallants ethatha la bola akazikholelwa naye Washington Arubi. Yaphinda Orlando Pirates eqala le bola. Masindi nemthajeni. Inguye nombatha banyamalala eCalvary. Amshiya la bola uDion Hoto. Ebezama uyinikwa kuSipho Mbule. Akhoma nqa kobhodini. Ngomdlalo ngowamanqamu i-calling knockout. Enika umhla kakhulu i-calling knockout. Nakubalandeli bebhola elikhulu unikwa amathuba okuphumelela imali ezinkulu ezinamagama. Nikwa amathuba okuba utyumbe iqela le-calling knockout. Calling All Stars Xebe aliza kuhlangana namadoda aphumeleleyo apha. Sipho Mbule. Dion Hoto. Skorisha la bola uHoto. Bethu yachitha ibhola yabuyela kwakuye kwakhona. Kwathiwa reload Pirates. Masindi. Mbule waphinda wapasa kwakhona. Hoto. Sipho Mbule. Master Chef. Wabetha. Wayibamba yathulo isitukamela lo bhola. Wow, Washington Arubi. Wow, uSipho. Uguquka kabuhlungu uSipho Mbule uguquka kabuhlungu phakathi kwabadlali. Washington Arubi lisolo khosi. Ayibambe yathula le ibhola. Marumo Gallants isaqhathisile. Uyaqala ke ukubonakala ke ngoku Washington Arubi uyaqala uzibonakalisa uthi madoda bazawuya kwi-penalties nizawuba sengxakini. Cengwa kakuhle lapho lamsendami sika ibhola kodwa ofika wayichitha lo bhola osiyena. Siyamshiya ibhola ezininzi uDion Hoto. Utshintsho lenzeka. Orlando Pirates ungena uDanson. Bakhupha uApolis. Danson kwabetha ingcwenga. Wabetha uqwambu kudlalwa neMamelodi Sundowns kumdlalo we-league. Dlalo apho ibingu-1-1 khona. Namhlanje angakwazi ukuyenza loo nto. eberihesile kwimidlalo yokugqibela amaqela ezenzile i-auditions zaleni final. Abaqeqeshi bathi amadoda apasileyo kwi-auditions yiyo loo nto sibone uDion Hotto ngawuqalanga umdlalo. Mbokazi pasi ibhola entle uMbokazi. Lebitso wayipasa uLibitso la bhola kodwa ilwela Pirates. Pasa ngesithende bayiphakamisa le ibhola. Iyadifenda iMarumo Gallants, iyadifenda. Ayichitha lo bhola oHlatisa opasa ibhola entle. Yabuyela kwakuyo oHlatisa. Wayicenga uGreen. uDancing esecanga kwakhe uSompembe ohlwaya uDancing. Ndodi bisakudlala ku-Orlando Pirates. Beyithatha kweli qela baphinde bayibuyisela kweli qela leMarumo Gallants. Yaphuma ngaphandle le ibhola. Wathi mayiphoswe ngesandla. Khumbula ifinali ye-MTN 8 embombela okuqala kwale isizini kwakunje. Yaxhathisa eStellenbosch bade kophula ifestire e-Orlando Pirates. Mbokazi pasi ibhola enhle uMbokazi siphambulwa iyeke hamba la bhola Dion Hotto uyipasela ngqo kuWashington Arubi. Wakhala uyanela Mbuthuma wathi ngolijikile inyawo. Wathi ngolijikile inyawo. Phume ngaphandle le ibhola izaphoswa ngesandla e-Orlando Pirates. Abadlali abakabonakalisa ukudinwa ba-fresh bonke ngongathi sisiqingatha sokuqala. Orlando Pirates bephinda beyicenga le ibhola. Orlando akasemva nguDancing. Dion Hotto ajonge nje iMarumo Gallants sebebuyile kodwa cover defense babuye ngasemva bonke. Acinga kabini Orlando Pirates. Yabuya kwakhona le bhola nemthanjela wayiskwarisha le wayixhimfa ngenqindi elinye. Sompempe wavuthela impembe yakhe bodzakalisela. Ambuthuma besefikile Washington Arubi. Ufike kanye kule mbambi imfutshane. Pass ezinhle uSipho Mbule ebuyisa kakuhle ibhola kuMasindi. Wasebenzisa ingqondo Washington Arubi waqonda makayixhimfe ngenqindi elinye le ibhola uba ebefuna ukuyibamba mhlawumbi ebinophuncuka. Uyanela Mbuthuma ebephambi kwakhe. Exhimfa nge-right. Bagila akhona Makhalima uthetha na isihlandlo sesibini ngokulo mdlalo uyanela Mbuthuma ophakamile uWashington Arubi. Yanela Mbuthuma kuthi awubonzakele ke kufanele kungene ngokusesikweni ebaleni. Sekusela umzuzu umnye kwisiqingatha sokuqala esongezelelo yapasa Orlando Pirates. Seyiphambule Thabiso Lebitso pasi ibhola enhle uThabiso. Orlando Pirates ithuba amnathe wayinyola ku-center line wakhona Makhalima wathi iyo babhemu. Mzuzu weshumi nesihlanu 15th minute kwi-extra time advantage Orlando Pirates. Umqeqeshi Orlando Pirates xa ubhiyoza uba phakathi kwaba badlali. Sawubona ngeblazer uba hayi ngumqeqeshi lo ayingomdlali. Uyayibona imincili ye-Orlando Pirates uyaliva ibala lihlokoma. Inew Peter Mokaba Stadium iflags ziphakama. Kuthiwa benihlelele ntoni? Umfukeni. Kuthiwa really kutheni nisiphefumlisa ngopipe nje. Ibhola bola ibiye Marumo Gallants yathathwa la bola nguDion Hoto wapasa kuSipho Mbuli the master chef wayihlaba kakuhlele ibhola uMfukeng wayiyeka yahamba le bhola yabuyela kuMfukeng ngenqina lasekhohlo yayibeke kumnatheni Orlando Pirates akho offside ibikhona i-deflection bendike ndathi i-deflection ayikho linqaku likaMfukeng hayi deflection betheke kubadlali beMarumo Gallants le ibhola kwathiwa eyakho Mfukeng aqala ibala beselithule yavakala intswahla yavakala ingxolo ngomzuzu we-15 15th minute uMfukeng wafika akhona wathi siphelile imizuzu eli-15 adlala inhloko abaqeqeshi be-Orlando Pirates 1-0 uhamba phambili Orlando Pirates.
There's a Cross and Blackwell crew in a car seat. Oh, that's fine. Don't knock. At the ladies' place, once again, it's chicken and chips with beans.
We're here to make more.
Just look at the Cross and Blackwell go. There's so much love in this room. The lady's a changed woman. Go-Go is thinking it's the salad of the year.
Whatever we eat, we add a bit of.
Humber Cashley crew, you're doing so much for so many.
Extra your Black Friday with Vodacom this summer. Save up to 70% off. Get plug-and-play home internet with 600 gigs of anytime data and up to 30 megabits per second download speed for just $349 per month. Save a massive $3,600. Add $329 extra per month and get a Samsung 65-inch QLED smart TV for extra streaming. Don't miss out. Limited stock. Vodacom.
Add some va to make your summer triple amazing. Get the large triple decker and a free 1.5-liter Coke for only $1.99. Dippin' S Pizza. Try something amazing.
And we are back for the second half of extra time. Orlando Pirates have done to Marumo Gallants what they did to Stellenbosch in the MTN 8 Cup final earlier this season by turning it on, by finding a way in extra time. And the two former Buccaneers depart. Tebogo Motlong comes on, as well as Jason Clifford, a more recognizable number 9, a presence up top that Marumo Gallants are so desperate for. And Clifford will in all likelihood go toe-to-toe with this man, Nkosinati Sibisi. Taking the place of the difference maker in the end, maybe Relebohile Mofokeng. Reserves his best for nights like tonight. But the job is not yet over, and that is why Sibisi has entered the fray. By all accounts, if you had asked the opinion of anyone before this final, they would have said to you that this Carling Knockout Cup is Orlando Pirates to lose. That fact has been strengthened. The Buccaneers won. Marumo Gallants, no. Mbule. Cameron Danson, another product of the School of Excellence. And we've already seen some excellent play from the young man this season. Bokazi, his final few minutes in a Bucks jersey. He'll be eager to leave this country, to leave Orlando as a champion. Moremi overruns it, that ever so slightly. That's not going to reach Msendami. And he pointed to where he wanted it, in the space, in behind. But they just haven't been able to get in behind of that Orlando Pirates back line as often as they would have liked. But don't count them out just yet. Marumo Gallants somehow need to find a way to score against Orlando Pirates, an Orlando Pirates team that has not yet conceded a goal in more than 5 hours worth of football. The Buccaneers have also now scored in each of their last 9 games in a row. So not are they only serial winners in cup competitions, but they have become serial goal scorers. They have one hand on the trophy. They are first in the top flight. A force to be reckoned with? I think it's much more than that. Pambaniso. Ngube, it came off him last before it trickled. Gut-wrenchingly so for Marumo Gallants. They Skosana. Clifford. Marumo Gallants did find a way back against the Golden Arrows after conceding first. They forced that match into extra time, then forced the match into a penalty shootout. Can they find a way to claw back into this one? All signs are indicating another Buccaneers victory in another cup final. Msendami, watch him go. Still Msendami for Marumo Gallants. That was a teaser. Sibisi didn't get it far away. And Akona Makalima blew her whistle and meets the fury of Bansay. Look at the stare down between those two. You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of Akona Makalima. He's worked hard tonight, but sometimes it is just not enough. And Makalima has kept her yellow cards close. Hotto for Orlando Pirates. Moremi maybe. A second goal now, it goes without saying, will seal the deal. And capture more treasure for the Sea Robbers. Sipombule to Dion Hotto, to Nentajela. Benson, Siema, and they are having a good time of it now, knocking it around with relative comfort and ease. Bule wants his man to come closer. Nentajela is pushed off the ball. Combaniso has been a loyal club servant of Marumo Gallants. He has seen it all from the Chakuma transition to Marumo Gallants relegation and their promotion back into the top flight. Time to shuffle the pack again. Mhlongo comes on to replace Banse. Believe it or not, but Marumo Gallants have beaten the Buccaneers twice this year. Orlando Pirates have only beaten them once, and that was in the Nedbank Cup semi-final last season when Owadu was still the coach of Marumo Gallants. And listen to this place. Just because a decision didn't go Dion Hotto's way, didn't go Orlando Pirates' way. They win it high up the field. Moremi, Sipombule is going to go for it. Washington Urubi saw it all the way. Can promise you one thing, Sipombule is hungry, desperate for a goal. He's a creative midfielder. He plays quite high up on the field, but he needs to add more goals to his game, considering the position he plays. But this part of the game, so to say, unmatched. And the crowd, as you can hear, absolutely adore him. Makalima is running, and with a yellow card in hand, Clifford knew he was guilty. He was trying to escape the scene of the crime, but you can't escape the lady in the middle. Pure and simple frustration. Sipombule didn't have a great time of it when he came here to play for Skukune United. Didn't last very long. But ever since he has joined the black and white, ever since he went to Orlando, he has not looked back. And South Africa need him in Morocco. And how about the World Cup group stage draw, South Africa? Bafana taking on Mexico, South Korea, but that Mexican game to start the World Cup off. What a momentous occasion that would be. And we were very unlucky not to defeat Mexico in the opening game in 2010. And we will probably see more than a few Buccaneers in Mexico and in the US of A. But until then, the final few minutes of this Carling knockout final, and of course, the Africa Cup of Nations. The festive season has well and truly been ignited this evening in Polokwane. They need something special. They need maybe a stroke of luck, maybe some divine intervention. Call it what you want, but they need to find a way to breach simple chain. Head collision there, which explains why Makalima was blowing her whistle in the manner in which she was. Proper head collision. What might have been Sipombule's jaw, his jaw, maybe a bit of his nose, on the head of Nkosinathi Sibisi. And I'll tell you what, that head of his is made of steel. You can just hear that the noise of the chants has increased significantly. Orlando Pirates are only a few minutes away from their second cup triumph. Following in the footsteps of his predecessor is Abdeslam Ouadou. Unless the unthinkable can occur, unless Marumo Gallants can get something going. They've defended very well this evening, but they just haven't packed a threatening, a dangerous punch. Chabatsane, Washington Ruby. Ngube. Sabisi with a bit of a shank, but it works out kindly for the Buccaneers. Danson might be young, but he's very wise, waited for contact and went to ground. And I must say, in the lifespan of every great team, there comes a moment when a switch goes off and a team never looks back. In the case of Orlando Pirates, they experienced a turning point in their modern history around 3 years ago when they came to this very stadium to defeat, to brutalize Mamelodi Sundowns in the semi-final of the MTN 8. They won that one by 3-0 right here at Peter Mokaba Stadium. And since that day, they have not looked back in cup competitions. Orlando Pirates have been supreme in cup competitions since that day. And if they are to see this one out, of course, they will face the Carling All-Star team next week, Saturday in Durban, and come up against the Spanish Guitar, their former coach, the revered Rivero. That should be a whole lot of fun. But before then, they need to keep Marumo Gallants at bay. That's a bit reckless by Mbutuma. Mbokazi with a really confident header. And now they want to wrap it up in style, you would think. Cameron Danson. Time is running out. Time is running out. Lebitso. How are they going to close out this show? One may very well be enough. All eyes on the referee. Nkosinati Sibisi with another defensive header. Chance here for Marumo Gallants. They will keep on fighting. And they have fought all night long. But this is why they are known as the Cup specialists. What a time it is to be an Orlando Pirates supporter right now. Aren't you lucky? They will take some stopping in 2026. Christopher Kastua did indicate another 2 minutes, one of which has already elapsed. Clifford. Move it into the box. Siema out of the box. Erwin, more hopeful than anything else. And that ball skips out of play. And Pumikoza, who has been instrumental behind the scenes for the Buccaneers, has a wide smile on his face again. A similar story for him, a similar storyline for us all. Bekazeli Mbokazi, for what is the final time, will smash this ball. Butuma. There you have it. Orlando Pirates, as anticipated, as advertised, are calling knockout champions. Abdeslam Wadu defeats his former team in the most dramatic of ways in front of a jam-packed crowd. Orlando Pirates have only gone and done it again.
I-Outsurance ikotela premium